Here I'm going to talk about how to read music notation. First thing, first thing I want to start out with is where your notes are placed. So see here, the note is between the two lines. That means that note is on the space. And so the circle is how you determine the location of the note. Notice how here, all I did was add a stem, but the circle is still on the same space. Here, I colored in the circle, but it's still located on the same space. Here, I added a flag to the stem, but the circle is still located in the same space. Here, I added another line to the flag, but the circle is still in the same location. It's the same for line notes. The line has to be going through the center of the note. So here, the line is going through the center of the note. The circle determines your location. Here, just like above, I changed the note value. The circle still is the location, and that is still on the same line. Notice here, I colored in the circle, still in the same location as this one here, so it's still on that same line. This one, I added a flag. The circle is still in the same location. Here I added another line to add another flag. The circle is still in the same location. So, how to read your notes? When I was younger, I got confused because I saw the line going through several different lines and spaces, and I didn't understand that the circle determines your location. Now, let's talk about your lines and spaces. The top clef, which most of you will play in the treble clef, is called treble clef. The treble clef notes are, for your lines, every good boy does fine. And then for your spaces, it's going to rhyme with space and spell out face. F-A-C-E. We always go from the bottom to the top because here, this note is going to be a little bit lower than this note. And this note is going to be a little bit lower than this note. So it's also pitch direction. So all of these notes are on the F space right here. Okay? Now, this is called bass clef. This is where trombones and bassoon, tuba will play in. The bass clef lines are good boys do fine always. And then your spaces are all cows eat grass. Okay? So notice how these notes are all on the same line. The circle is all on the same line, and that happens to be your F. So all of these notes are F. Okay, so let's review. The spaces for your treble clef are F, A, C, E. And the lines for treble clef are your sentence, every good boy does fine. Okay? Your bass clef spaces are all cows eat grass. And your lines are good boys do fine always. Now the cool thing about your lines and spaces is that they never change letter names. So you will always have good boys do fine always. all cows eat grass, and every good boy does fine, F-A-C-E. The more that you practice it, the easier it gets, and let me give you just one more tool. So if you look at my hand here, you can actually practice your clef in the car on the way home or on the bus ride on the way home by going, every good boy does fine, F-A-C-E. Or if you're bass clef, good boys do fine always, all cows eat grass. Have a great day.